Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today is not new bike day, it's old bike day. If you're like me, I've seen a lot of videos online, everything's new bike this, new bike that. Well, what about us who've been riding the same bike for years now, and it's just a bit clapped out, but you still have a great time. So today, we're gonna be going over my 2022 Kona Process, which actually started out as a 2020 Kona Process, and then I snapped the frame, and they sent me a new frame, so all the parts, kind of a hodgepodge from that 2020 with a bunch of stuff I've broken, kind of replaced. So yeah, let's get into the bike. So starting off with the heart of the bike is the frame. This is the yellow Kona Process 153, it's a 2022. This is Kona's kind of middle tier bike. It's got 153 millimeters of travel in the rear, kind of perfect for doing everything. A bit of trail riding, bit of enduro, bit of bike park, it does it all. So the suspension on this bike is provided by RockShox. So I'm running in the fork. I got a RockShox Lyric Select in the front, so that just has low speed compression and rebound on there, and it's pretty clapped out, due for a service right now. There's a little bit of bushing play in the fork, and previously I have had it warranted for bushing play issues. Kind of just happens, you ride hard. In the future, definitely would like to upgrade that fork to something 38, but right now that's just not in the budget. And then for the rear shock, we're running the RockShox Super Deluxe. Again, this is just the base model. All we have is rebound and a lockout, but I've been pretty happy with the shock. Again, definitely could be due for a service, but probably put that off for a bit longer. So the fork's definitely seen a bit of damage. I've had a few crashes and I've scratched up kind of the lowers down here, and somehow the rebound knob is missing on the bottom, so that's gone. And my compression knob, big crash amount Prevost, the knob just doesn't twist anymore. It only does half the twist, so I just run it open, hope for the best. Seems to do the job. I used to be a lot pickier with bike setup when I was racing a lot, but now I just ride for fun. And honestly, I don't really care anymore. Feels good, works. So moving on to the cockpit, I'm running a race face aluminum handlebar. It's in 780 width. I find that's kind of the perfect medium of wide, but still not too tight that you're just clipping your bars and everything. There's quite a few scratches on the handlebar from, again, some crashes, you know, stuff happens. It's kind of worn out. And for the grips, I got these from AliExpress. They're called the Demont grip. They're honestly really solid. They do wear out a little bit quick, but they're pretty awesome. I ordered 10 of them when I bought them for like $4, so I just have like an unlimited stock of grips. So it's fine that they wear out pretty quick. So for the brake setup on this bike, I'm running kind of an interesting combo. I got the Shigura brakes, so that includes the Shimano lever paired with the Magura brake. So I'm running an MT5 caliper. And then for the levers, it's a bit of a mix-up. I got a Shimano Saint for the front, and then a Shimano Dior for the rear. So yeah, the main reason I went with Shigura, I broke my levers. It's hard to get Magura stuff, so it's a lot easier to get Shimano. They both use mineral. I figured it worked. And honestly, I think it's awesome. It's kind of an upgrade from the Maguras. I prefer the feel of the Shimano lever, and they're a lot easier to bleed with the bleed cup. And yeah, right now my brakes, they're a little contaminated. The bike, you know, could use some love, even though I just worked on it. Seems like the past few bit, I've just always been breaking stuff, always working on it. It's a little clapped out, but you know, that's what happens when you've been riding a bike hard for 3 years. So yeah, for the drivetrain, I'm running the Shimano Dior. It's 12-speed. The cassette's kind of a, not even sure what the brand is. Again, AliExpress special. Try to keep the cost down. It has a bit of issues kind of with the free hub not super tight on there, and kind of has kind of stripped that down. So maybe don't go for that one. And yeah, the 12-speed, honestly, I don't think you need 12-speed. Kind of controversial opinion, but when your derailleur's bent, which mine are always bent, this one's super bent, the shifting never works. Those closer gaps with the 12-speed, it just means your gears skip more and more, and that's what happens with my bike. They skip all the time. So moving on to the wheels and tires. In the front, I'm running a Specialized Butcher tire. This one's new, just put it on kind of a few weeks ago, and I've honestly been really happy with it for the price. It's only $100, really solid, good tire. And then I'm pairing that, I'm running a Tannis insert in the front, and then with a Chromag BA30 rim. Nice strong rim. I've had pretty good success with that. Then moving on to the rear wheel, this is where it's kind of not been such success. So I'm running a DH34 Bike Park good budget tire, kind of lasts longer. It's a little harder compound, but again, don't really care that it's not as grippy. I'm not racing anymore. What does it matter? And then that one's paired with a Bontrager rim, which I'm not very happy with. The thing's butter. I've dented it. It's got a massive dent. I normally run Cush core in there, but with this huge dent, it doesn't go tubeless anymore. So I got an inner tube, but I'm pretty worried I'm going to flat. So I'm running like 40, 45 PSI, because within 3 rides, even at like 30 psi. I don't know what I'm doing. They just seem to get a flat. Might have to go for some carbon rims here, but I don't know if we have that in the financial capacity. So there we go. This is my 2022 Kona Process. Yeah, as you can see, it's far from perfect. Definitely could use some work. We got a broken wheel, contaminated brakes, shifting that kind of hardly works. But you know what? Let's go for a ride, and I'm going to show you you can still ride it. You don't need all the new stuff. Run what you brung and just go out there and enjoy it. So there we go. Thanks for watching. As you guys can see, even with the broken bike, you can still go out and have a great time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one, and subscribe for more.